Now to the story that, and I mean everybody has been talking about this over the holiday weekend. Harambe, that is the Cincinnati Zoo's 400-pound silverbacked gorilla, shot dead after a 4-year-old boy got into the animal's enclosure. Outrage, who's to blame? One online petition has over 130,000 signatures calling for the parents of the boy to be held responsible. And celebrities, they're weighing in. Here's a tweet from Rob Lowe. Between this guy and the mom, you have society's problems in a nutshell. Everything is everyone else's fault. How about Piers Morgan? He's weighed in too. Rip Harambe, R.I.P., as in rest in peace, Harambe. Magnificent gorilla dies because a zoo failed to make its barriers safe. You know, I think Morgan's got a point there.
Yeah, he does.
After all these years. All right, with us now from the National Review is Kat Timpf. Okay, I want your opinion on this because everybody is into this. Who's to blame? Who do you say is to blame?
Yeah, it obviously should have been a little safer at the zoo. Maybe the mom should have been paying more attention. Although when I was a kid, I went to the zoo. I ran away chasing seagulls, and my parents lost me for a second. And I have wonderful parents, but thankfully, you know, seagulls are not quite so dangerous. But people saying that they should have second-guessed whether to shoot the gorilla, that's ridiculous.
Do you think that animals should have standing in court so that someone could bring a lawsuit on behalf of the gorilla and hit the zoo or hit the parents because you let this happen to me?
That's insane. No. I'm saying this, by the way, so when I was a kid, I was super into Jane Goodall, and I wanted to live with the chimpanzees. I was really into it. So I'm saying this as that girl. Still, you got to shoot the gorilla. They're saying, what about a tranquilizer? That takes minutes to take effect. It could make me more angry. And you don't think about it when there's a child involved. I'm hearing more about this poor gorilla than, thank God we didn't watch a toddler get mauled to death by a gorilla, which I'm focusing on the positivity of that situation.
I think that Piers Morgan had a point. If you build and design an enclosure for gorillas, and a 4-year-old boy can just slip through a couple of wires and through some bushes and drop into the enclosure.
That's wrong.
The design of the enclosure is wrong.
The silverback is notably aggressive.
Right.
That's a really aggressive
It's a gorilla.
Yeah, it's a gorilla.
By the way, do you know Harambe is the name of the gorilla?
Yes.
That's a Swahili word. It means pull together.
Pull together.
It is the national slogan of Kenya, by the way. Harambe is
Harambe.
the way it's pronounced. Yeah.
Magnificent.
That poor guy's dead because of this. Last word.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the mom is probably embarrassed. I'm sure the zoo, things are going to change, right, because of this. But at the same, I mean, you got to watch your kid. I don't have kids.
Praised the zoo officials for shooting the gorilla.
I don't have kids, and so I can't say I know anything firsthand about parenting. But I do know that, like, don't let your kid go into a gorilla pit is like up there.
You think?
That's the understatement of the decade. Kat Timpf, you're all right. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again soon. All right. I've got a question about SodaStream. It's a very big move. The stock is a huge mover today. Come on in, Nicole.